So I recently saw Aladdin, the 2019 one with Will Smith, and I'm about to review it.
So that's fun. That's because you suck.
So basically, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go through the good, the mixed, and the bad about stupid bugs, and the bad about Aladdin. Um, and then I'm going to rank it on an entertainment scale and how good it is scale. Um, so basically, one for how good it is would be not a good movie, a horrible movie. 5 would be average, and 10 would be near perfect. Very rarely, I will go to 11, which is perfect. Get out of my room, bugs. Gosh, stupid bugs. All right, let's get into it and start with the good. And the best thing about it is definitely Will Smith's genie. I mean, he right as he comes on, it's just the movie gets better, uh, and it kind of makes it um, more fun and funnier. Also, speaking of funny, the comedy is very good. There's not too much comedy. Uh, there's just enough comedy for you to just kind of get those good giggles in. There's one scene in particular that's just hilarious, and obviously I'm not going to tell you so that you can see it for yourself. The acting is actually pretty good for Disney film. I guess that's not being very nice to Disney, but the acting is very good. I thought I was a bit skeptical on their casting. I didn't even know that Naomi Scott, the girl who plays Jasmine, was in the Lemonade Mouth movie. I loved that movie as a kid. And I didn't even know who the actor for Aladdin was. I can't even remember his name right now. Mina Mousil or something. And of course, Will Smith is the best, Academy Award nominated, all that stuff. But, yeah. And the chemistry between Aladdin and Jasmine is very good, so you like seeing them together. Stupid bugs! You like seeing them together. It's great. Uh, Also, there was a few things that that kind of made the movie a bit better, and I'll go on to that a bit later. But there was just a few things that just kind of made it more of a story. So from there, let's move on to the mixed aspect. And the biggest thing that comes to mind is the music was changed in a not like a bad way, but not in a good way either. I think they kind of tried to modernize it, but it just kind of came out as just weird, and I didn't really like it. Um, it's just it I just uh, there a song that just wasn't changed in a good way was One Jump Ahead, and I won't well, I guess I can tell you why. They kind of added an electric guitar to it, and I didn't really like that. But a good one was Friend Like Me, where they kind of made it more Will Smithy, more his style. So that's why it's in the mixed aspect. Also, um, Jafar's character wasn't nearly as threatening or as good of a character in this. His acting was fine. It's just I don't think they wrote him I think they tried to kind of make him more, and they gave him a bit of a backstory, but that didn't really do anything. Also, they tried to make Jasmine more strong, even though in the original she was very strong, and that's why everybody loves her. But that's still in the mixed aspect because obviously that's a good thing, but well, I mean, obviously that's not a bad thing at all. It's just they didn't really achieve that goal. So it's kind of in the mixed aspect. And before I go on to the bad, I want to make something clear. I do not get why people hate the way the genie looks in this movie. I heard that they think he's just not cartoony enough. So what? Come on, it's CGI. It's live action. All right, let's move on to the bad. And the biggest thing for me is that it's not original enough. Yeah, there are a few things that have changed about it, but it's just still basically the same thing. And I didn't really like that it didn't have a lot of stupid bugs. I didn't like that it didn't have a lot of originality, and I don't know, maybe that's me being kind of petty. I mean, it is a remake, but lots of remakes are different. So I just thought that it wasn't original enough. Also, some of the CGI was kind of iffy for me, especially Abu. He just looked a bit under processed or over processed. I don't know which category it really falls in. So that wasn't very good. Genie is was good, but that's not what we're talking about. Um, and yeah, so now it's time for the ranking. And on the entertainment scale, I'm gonna give it a solid 8 out of 10. There were some parts where I was kind of like, okay, get on with it. But for the most part, it was funny and it was a fun movie. On a scale to how good it was, there was no really 6 out of 10 because there was no real sense of originality and some of the stuff just wasn't working well. That's it. I hope that I can review the movie Brightburn and John Wick next. I don't know which one, and I'm talking about John Wick 3. And